Welcome back, students. So in the previous lecture, we were discussing about the types of AI agents. So in continuation to this topic, what we'll do is we'll see an example of few AI agents. The first agent is temperature control agent. So what it does is it is a React based agent. So as I said, React is nothing but reason plus act. So it will reason about the surrounding. Once it has the proper reasoning, it will act. So that is the main aim. So here temperature control agent is that temperature control agent will monitor the environmental temperature continuously. So it has to perceive the temperature. So for perceiving the temperature, it may use a thermocouple or an infrared sensor. So that is the perseverance part. So what it does is, imagine a CNC machine cell. So it's a room fitted with CNC machine. So once the temperature reaches a certain point, the temperature control agent will turn on the air conditioning unit automatically. So once the temperature is maintained to a certain limit, it will turn off automatically. So this is the purpose of a temperature control agent. So what it does is it reads the sensor data continuously. For example, the data from a thermocouple will be read by the agent continuously. So once there is reason for it to note that the temperature has gone behind a certain threshold. For example, it gone behind 30 degrees Celsius. So what happens is that the agent will activate the tool part, which is the air conditioning unit. So the air conditioning unit will be activated. That is the tool calling part. So once the tool calling is activated, then it again monitors the temperature. So once the temperature reaches a certain threshold, then it will turn off the system automatically. Or if the CNC control unit has been turned off, there is no machining going on currently, then there is no need for air conditioning, there is no need for maintaining the room temperature. So then the agent will shut off the air conditioning. So this is an example for a temperature control agent. So then we will see about agents in manufacturing. So in the manufacturing sector, agents will play a major role. It may be any role. For example, you can take the role of sales, role of customer service, role of infrastructure service, role of product management, role of shopping, role of planning and processing. So in these all fields, agents can play a role. So what they can do is they can, for example, if you take a shop control agent, or it takes control of the warehouse controlling agent, then what it can do is it can monitor the status of warehouse continuously. So if a raw material quantity is falling below certain limit, then it may decide to give the purchase order. Else, if you see if there is more order for a particular type of component, then it may place order for the raw material required for processing that component to the vendor. So as you see here, it can be automated using AI agents more suitably. So this is just an example for the manufacturing sector. So multiple such operations or such applications exist in manufacturing sector. So then comes the autonomous vehicles. So this is a very interesting or current topic where AI agents are used. You would have seen the Google taxis and similar self-driving cars. So how they navigate is that they navigate based on self-supervised method. So they work based on rewards and penalties. So when the agent takes a positive action, like it stops when there is a obstruction in front, then it will be positively rewarded. If it does not stop for the obstruction, then it will be negatively rewarded. So based on this reward and penalty system, the agent will evolve its thinking and learn on its own. So such agents are used in high-end work like autonomous vehicles, driving, self-driving cars, etc. So agents can also be used in virtual environment where it can act as a virtual supervisor. So then they can be used in decision making capacity. Though they may not be able to be used in all physical work, they may be used in decision making capabilities, like when to increase the speed, when to delay the speed, when to alert or pause the workflow. So such decisions can be naturally taken by AI agents. So one thing I would like to discuss is the memory part of AI agents. So what does memory do with an AI agent? So an agent has to remember the action which it took previously, so that it keeps on updating its workflow. So for that, it needs a persistent memory. So there are different types of memory, like long-term memory, short-term memory, learning loop memory. So memory, in essence, what it does is it enables the agent to remember the previous action and enable it to take the next positive action. So how agents are more suitable for industry because of their low latency, 24/7 workability. So like that, there are major advantages. So some limitations also occur with AI agents. So an unhinged agent may take very serious repercussive actions. So like you would have now saw about open claw. So if it's not properly installed in a sandbox, what it can do is it can take control of your system and delete some necessary files. So that's a major hurdle with AI agents. So with controlled environment, agents can be very helpful. So thank you, students. We'll see in the next lecture.